Hi again folks, how's all doing? Gary, who sent me the old Hornby Class 35 to repolarise recently, has also sent me this Bachmann Class 24. He said it runs but makes a sort of clicking, rattling sound. Let's have a listen. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Sounds like a drive shaft issue. Let's get it into the shed and we'll see what's up. Righty-ho then, a Bachmann 24. I've looked at a couple of Bachmann 25s, so I'm not anticipating this being hugely different. Nice model. It all looks absolutely fine. The noise this is making, it could be, I'm not sure. It doesn't, if the drive shafts are slipping, if the drive shaft isn't fully inserted into the cup and it's slipping, it's quite a distinct grinding, clicking, rattling, ratchety sound that it makes. And yeah, it's kind of like that, but it sounds a little bit gentler. I'm actually wondering if there's a wire getting caught, and that's the sound, wires hitting the drive shaft. But we shall see. It could be something else entirely. So we've got 4 screws. Not bother with the sponge. We'll just get fired into it. It's a wild, windy day outside. Right, okay. It's going to come out. There we go. Right, put that aside. And the screw's going to fall out. There they are. Put them in the body shell. So, 8-pin socket with a blanking plate. And I can't see very much. This big die-cast block kind of obscures everything. So, I think we'll need to drop the bogies to be able to see what's going on. Just wondering how you get into the motor in this thing. This must come out. Can't see anything. Let's undo that. That was in quite tight. Get slack in the wires. Right, okay, let's apply a little bit of power. The first time I worked on one of these modern diesels, I was, yeah, it was a bit scary. But having worked on quite a few of them now, they're actually quite easy to work on. They're a bit of a fiddle sometimes with the wiring and the drive shafts, but they're not as difficult as some steam locomotives with all their complex pickups and all the rest of it, so yeah, I'm not scared of these things anymore. That looks okay. So we've got both bogies loose. Let's apply some power. So that motor's spinning fine. There's a little bit of fluffage. We'll need to clean that out, re-grease everything, but I'm not seeing anything that would cause a rattling sound. So what I think we'll do is get these bogies back in, and we'll just pull the wires out. I think we'll we'll get the rolling rod out again, I think, to test this. Just so I can have everything turning and see what sort of noise it makes. If I can get this drive shaft back in. And we'll wiggle the wires about, because I can't see what else would be making the noise. There you go, that's that one in. I should stress that the rolling rod, although it's wired up to the sprog, it's actually unplugged. I've pulled the wire plug out, so it's not connected to the sprog when I'm running it connected to the DC controller. Don't want any DC power feeding back into the sprog. Right, okay. Power on. So that seems okay. Yeah, it does make a kind of clicking sound, but I really can't see what's causing it. It seemed not that bad on the rolling road, but just running on the test track there, yeah, it makes a kind of a bit of a weird noise. I think what I'll do is I'll take both bogies out, we'll clean them up, and we'll check all the gears, give everything a bit of fresh lubrication. There's maybe a wee bit of flash in the gears or something. I mean, it's running fine. It just makes that slightly odd noise. These clips are tight. There it goes. Right, get that out. Then we can get a look at the gears. So there is all the gears. Yeah, there's some white grease in there, but it's all kind of dissipated. So I think we'll give that a scoosh out and get a nice great big load of silicone grease in there. We'll give it a scoosh. That white grease is, yes, it's really gone quite waxy. This lubricant is really solidified. So give it another scoosh out. And that pickup's not going to be touching all the time. So we'll pull these wheels out. I'll give these pickups a clean. And that one needs bent out. I'll give the worm gear a good scoosh. These wheels a good clean. Doesn't seem to be any damage. There's no split or anything like that. It's just dried up lubricant, dirt, some fluff. Pop these back in. Just checking the drive cup isn't split. It doesn't appear to be. Right, silicone grease. And plenty of it. And maybe some gear oil as well. And I'll get some oil into the bearings of the worm gear. So that white grease it's almost solid. Yeesh. Whether that's been causing a noise or not, I'm not sure. It might be actually. It's maybe been causing the gears to rattle about. So So we'll get all that out and see what happens. Click that in, goes in an awful lot easier than it came out. Same with the drive shafts, we'll get that horrible white grease off, and we'll put some silicone grease on. Get that into the drive cup. That. Right, that's in. Pull that up like the road. Right, so that one done. We'll do the other one. Yeah. Eesh. You know, it's sticking to the side of the gears, and yeah, it's not good at all. I'm not going to tighten these bogie fixing screws too much. They were very tightly down. I think it was restricting the movement of the bogies a little bit. Right, okay, let's give this a wee shot. Right, let's see what it's like now. Turn on the power. I think that's a bit better. Don't mind it making a wee bit of a growl, that's okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's not making that sort of clicking, ratchety sound. It's pulling about 150 milliamps. That's fine. So there we go. It turns out it was solidified grease causing the problem, or at least it looks that way. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have thought the drive shafts weren't fully engaged with the drive cups, or the drive cups were split, or the wires were maybe hitting the drive shafts, causing a wee clicking sound, because I've come across that before. But no, I don't think so. I think it was the solidified grease, which just had got to the point that it wasn't lubricating anymore, so the gears were getting a bit grindy. I mean, it could have been the wires, but seemed to run fine there after taking them out, giving them a good scoosh out with contact cleaner, greasing them up, oiling everything, and now it seems to be okay. So basically, it just needed a good service. Right, okay, we'll get this coupling on, and then we'll get the body back on, and that's us done. It was quite interesting that on the rolling road it didn't make the same noise as it does on the track. But, well, that's rolling roads for you. This will go that way round. There we go, we'll give it a final wee test. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we'll pull it out the shed. So that's Gary's Class 24 sorted. It just seemed to be a case of dried up grease. Another example of why you need to have locomotive service to keep them well lubricated. I'm actually surprised this ran as well as it did, to be honest. A nice model. I do like Bachmann's diesels. So this will be the last repair video of 2025. Pity it wasn't a Class 25 I was working on, but yes, there won't be any repair videos for a couple of weeks till we're into the new year. But I will probably have a video up before Christmas, and definitely one between Christmas and New Year, so keep an eye out for those. Okay folks, I shall get this 24 packed up to go back to Gary, and I'll catch you later.